Maybe for the ones who don't know Delivery Hero, what's your market cap today? You know, like
Well, if you would ask me a few days ago, it would have been maybe 30, 35 something. I don't know at this moment, given the
35.
I think it's 30 now. So the
Is
last days have
is
been
that the
hard.
share price or is it billions?
It's billions. It's
Oh my
30
God.
billion market cap.
Okay, wow. Okay, and then on the profits, it's obviously one of those. Like I remember Amazon never really made profits, but be like hundreds and hundreds of billions. I guess you have the option to be very profitable, but you're obviously a startup, right? So tell us a little bit about Delivery Hero. What are your business lines?
Yes. So maybe first a quick comment on that. Yeah, no, so we are not profitable. We have a few business lines that we still invest very aggressively in, such as quick commerce, which is delivery of groceries and other items in matter of minutes. But then, of course, we also have a food delivery business where we deliver, I don't know, something like between 2 and 300 million orders a month. And that part of the business, I would say, is profitable in almost all markets. There are a few new markets, such as Japan, Germany, and a few more in Asia and Latin America, which are not yet there. But I think the majority of business there is profitable, or in many cases, highly profitable.
Right.
But then, as I said, business lines, yeah, quick commerce. We deliver also other items such as pharmacy and other products. We also do delivery as a service. We have local stores having their own logistic fleet via us. We have kitchens. We have a few other things that we work on that I
So
can't
let's talk
discuss.
about the kitchens. By the way, we were having yesterday a full vegan speaker dinner. You would have been proud of us. Cooked by Planted. Was tremendous. I think we could have done the Coca-Cola Pepsi test for many on the schnitzel. But tell us about these cloud kitchens. Like what you eat has to go sustainable at some point, I guess. But how you get to your food is quite interesting, right? There are different models. And I'm fascinated about the cloud kitchen model because it could enable all what you want to eat wherever you are, because there is no limit in capacity, because you can source it from wherever, like a warehouse. Is this going to be a big market? I think you invested in a business, or you acquired a business. If I would ask you in like 2030 in Berlin or any city of your choice, London or Paris, what do you believe? Will this be like a 2%, 3% business? Is it exciting for you, the cloud kitchen market?
Yeah. So I think it's the future in many regards, but it will still be a lot of restaurants there. So it will be still a small part of the industry will be those cloud kitchens, but it will be it will still be big, even if it's a portion of very large markets. We are big believers. We think that we are very well positioned to do parts of that cloud kitchen, but we also want to be very careful because the restaurant industry is a very tough industry. So even if you have enormous efficiency gains of locations and stacking through the facilities and better way of optimizing the processes and so on, we are still competing with in a very, very tough industry. So therefore, we want to be a little bit careful how we scale that business. But
careful because it's competitive, or careful because it could piss off some of your customers that they are seeing you vertically integrate and trying to compete for the same business?
No, I think for the customer it's amazing. I don't know. So if you look at the brands that we are providing, those are you get top-notch quality for the price of normal price. I would say. So you can get extremely good quality, and that's important for us. We don't want to build cloud kitchens or kitchen concepts for moving orders from one place to another or for making more money. We do it because our customers want to have better quality food, and in some places it's not possible, or there might be certain cuisine variety that is missing, and that's why we're doing it. Then, of course, it could be other platform providers or cloud kitchen providers that operate, and we're happy to work with them too. So we'll do a mix of both. Our main purpose is to serve the customers the best.
And you take from the restaurants, your take rate, is it like 10, 11%, or like on the global level? Like the Just Eat was like the highest in the industry, and this is like the level, and you provide lots of services for it. I guess the restaurants are using you almost like Miro for the photographers. You are providing lots of different services. Can you explain what restaurants use Delivery Hero for, apart, of course, getting customers and sending meals out?
Right. So it depends a little bit if you look at take rate, if you do the delivery and logistics or not. So, but if you look at the take rate after logistic costs, so that we compare this apple to apple, then we're currently more in that 5, 6, 7%. And we believe that we will be at maybe at the 10, 11% over time. Maybe a couple percent higher. I think the industry is going towards maybe 11 to 13%. However, that shouldn't cost customer service, refunds, promotions, marketing. If something goes wrong, refunds. Technology cost, and we have a few thousand engineers. It needs to cover that. So it's a very, very thin margin on a €10 basket, because that's our basket, and we can maybe have €1 then, and that needs to cover a lot. And that's why we go for such a scale, and why we're scaling and investing so much in growth, because we want to make profit from actually driving that number of orders and making €1 on billions of orders, rather than trying to increase that margin too much. That would be the other way of making profit, but we rather go for the scale approach.
As we know from OpenTable, you have to really stay close to the market, otherwise you miss the boat, right? You have to constantly innovate. Let's talk about sustainability a little bit. Obviously, the food delivery industry brings tremendous convenience. There's a question on how the food gets delivered, but I'm more interested in, as a NOAH conference organizer, of course, with lots of startups, and you are now, used to be a small startup, now you're a giant. What type of investments, and I believe you also have set up a VC recently, a fund, a corporate venture capital fund, what type of investments are you looking at? And I'm in particular wondering how we can not solve the packaging problem, but at least invest into comparable packaging. Maybe you can give us an overview on the sustainability topic as an open question.
Yeah, no, it's a super important area. I know that we really want to be the leader in that space, both when it comes to the packaging side. Here we have a global sustainable packaging solution program, which we are piloting in 8 markets right now, where we are working with production which is made from waste sugarcane materials. So there's no extra extractions and so on. So it should be completely carbon free and biodegradable and all of that. So we try to drive that. And then on top of that, we invest in certain companies. And Biolutions is the one that we work mostly with.
Which one?
We also, Biolutions, where we also invested. Then we also work on the other part of sustainability, which is on the food side. And we invested early on in Impossible Food. We invested in Just. We invested in a few other of kind of replacement or substitution products for real meat or real dairy and so on. So
maybe you should do a CO2 saver product where you have kind of plant-based food and human delivery with bicycles, I guess. Do you have a product like that? Can I say I want to have only the ones who package sustainable, have plant-based, and deliver it without combustion?
I think that will be the case over time. I know we need to drive the adoption of those products first, because otherwise we will have a feature that is not really applicable in too many places. But I really want to drive this and really want to be in the forefront, and both because of our customers will have an impact there, but we're also going to impact all restaurants working on our platform, which is more than 1 million restaurants, and it's going to impact our competitors because they will have to move there too. So we really want to be pushing the hardest in there to really drive these sustainability parts, and I truly hope we succeed in that. And I think not next time you order, hopefully, but when you order in a few years from now, I truly hope that customers can see if order from this restaurant is going to be sustainable, it's going to be delivered sustainable, it's going to be I don't know, even food that can be sustainable. So this should be the best way of consuming food in the most sustainable way you could ever consume food. That will be the ambition for the 10 years.
Well, I guess it's both consumer pressure and you as an industry leader want to be, yeah, like on the forefront of sustainability. Well, great to see you. I think you live in Zurich. Hopefully next time you join us in person when the possibility is back. Really happy that you agreed to this call. Wonderful.
Thank you very much. I would have loved to join. I'm currently with a team in Dubai for a world meeting. Otherwise, I would have been there with you, Marco.
Thank you so much, Niklas.